Back here at Alameda High School, where the Lady Mustangs are getting ready to take on the Lady Pirates from Alameda. We'll give you this Fort Morgan starting lineup, and that is brought to you by Cargill Beef. Cargill Beef has committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at www.cargill.com. And starting for the Lady Mustangs tonight, we have freshman Allie Keller, senior Lauren Staley, senior Aurora Baca, junior Lindsay Nestor, and senior Christina Frick. So the Lady Mustangs come into tonight's game with a record of 7-3 in league, 8-11 overall, averaging 43.3 points a game, giving up 49.5 points a game. The Alameda girls come in tonight's game 3-7 in league, 5-11 overall, averaging 39.6 points a game, giving up 54 points a game. Their leading scorer is Precious Nash, and she averages 20.6. The next girl that, as far as average scoring, is Pena, and she is at 5.4. So Nash is their go-to girl, and in the first game that they played against the Alameda, the Precious Nash had 30 points in that game, and leading the way for the Mustangs in that game was Lauren Staley with 17, Haley Lewis with 13, and Christina Frick with 12. The opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. With 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan, Ingmeyer Phillips can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or needs. Tip belongs to the Lady Mustangs. Allie Keller brings it up. Her pass is going to be knocked away, and that will be taken away by Nash. Her layup is going to be up and good for the first 2 points of the game. So Nash puts the Pirates up early, 2-0 here. Now into the Lauren Staley from the left side. Her jumper is up and good for the first 2 for the Mustangs. They get the ball down court, knocked out of bounds by Fort Morgan, so inbounds to the Pirates as they will inbounds right of their baseline. And they do get it in, and it's off of Fort Morgan once again. Starting for the Alameda girls is a junior Holly Dock, junior Jaylene Pierce, junior Precious Nash, junior Cisnero Bianca, and a sophomore Dana Gleason. 2-2 here early on in the game. Aurora Baca in the right corner gets it to Keller, now to over on the left side to Staley. Zone defense, 2-3 zone defense by the Alameda girls. Nestor out at the point now to Staley. She lines up for a 3, and her shot is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Keller, but it's going to be taken away from her by Pierce. As they get the ball up court. We have a number 14 on the floor, and I have no idea who number 14 is. We're going to go with Yasmin Garcia, a sophomore. Alameda inbounds left baseline of their basket. Fort Morgan in a man-to-man defense. Precious Nash, her shot is going to be up and no good, gets her own rebound. Next shot is going to be up and no good, rebounded by Baca. That shot was up by Pierce and no good. Now they get the ball down to Staley out on the left wing. Nestor in the left corner to Allie Keller, and she lines up for a 3, and that's going to be short and is taken by Doc, but she steps out of bounds on the rebound, so it will belong to the Lady Mustangs. Still 2-2 with 6:02 to go in the first period of play. Allie Keller to inbounds for the Mustangs. She gets it into Staley. Staley into the lane. She's going to go up, man. She's going to be fouled on the shot. We'll see who they put that foul on. And I believe they said that was going to be 33. Cisneros, her first, team first. Keller with a foul for the Lady Mustangs early on. So each team with a personal foul each. Now Staley misses the front end of the 1-and-1. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, she did shoot twice, I'm sorry, and missed both. Staley now lines up from just inside the three-point line, up and good for a 2. 4-2 early on here for the Lady Mustangs. Now over on the left side, drive down the left side. The shot is no good. Rebounded by Baca. She gets it out to Keller. Keller gets it down to Nestor out on the right wing. She holds it now cross court to Staley. Staley now to Frick. Back to Staley, back to Keller as they throw it around the perimeter. They try to beat this zone defense. Now a bad pass by Keller is knocked up into the air, taken away by the Pirates. Doc gets it down. Now it's going to be, they're going to call a travel on Alameda. Pena comes in for Cisneros for the Lady Pirates. 5:54 to go. Still 4-2 here for the Lady Mustangs. Keller drives it down now to Baca in the right corner. She's being guarded over there. Now cross court to Nestor. Frick back to Staley. Staley inside the three-point line once again. Up and good for Lauren Staley. 6 points on the night for Staley. Now Alameda is going to call a timeout. It's just going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll leave it here. So Lauren Staley hitting her shots right now. Missed both her free throws, but she is on from the field. The Lady Mustangs doing a nice job on the board so far, blocking out the Alameda girls. In that first game, it was a 15-12 first quarter. Fort Morgan did win that game 68-46. That was back on the 16th of January. Now Nash being guarded at midcourt. She gets by. Now they're going to call a foul, I believe, as Abby Mussman has come into the game for Keller and Haley Lewis in for Baca. And that personal foul will go on Mussman, her first, team second. So you get it into Nash. Being guarded by Staley out at the point. She tries to drive by her, gets it into the lane, kicks it out, and the three is off the rim and goes over the backboard. So Fort Morgan to inbounds. Baseline. Now that Alameda will put on a full court press. Staley gets it to Mussman. Mussman back to Frick. Frick gets it to Mussman as they get crossed half court over to Kinsey Winsheimer, who has also come into the game. Frick from the left elbow. Her shot is up and good for Christina Frick. 8-2 Fort Morgan, 4:54 to go. As Nash brings the ball up, she's going to kick it over into the corner. That pass is going to be taken away, but Nash will pick it up. Shot is no good. Misses the rim and backboard and goes out of bounds. So the Lady Mustangs will inbounds once again as the Pirates put on the full court press. They get it into Staley in the left lane. Now to Lewis. Now up court, but it's going to be over the head and out of the reach of Kinsey Winsheimer. So turnover by the Lady Mustangs. As Lindsay Nestor has also come out of the game for the Mustangs. Nash gets it up to midcourt. She gets it up. It's going to be taken away. Well, let's see who they're going to say it's off of. I think they're going to give it to Fort Morgan. Nice job to pinch off Precious Nash over there at midcourt. And she tried to get the pass away. And Christina Frick and Abby Mussman right there to force the turnover. So they get the ball into backcourt to Lauren Staley. Now to Mussman out on the left high wing as they still in the zone defense. Get it into Frick, now to Lewis underneath. Nice job by the Mustangs passing the ball around as Lewis gets her first two. It's to Staley, to Frick, to Lewis. Now it's a shot from the left side is up and no good by Sullivan. Taken away by Staley. She's going to stop and pop from the left elbow, up and no good. Rebounded to Pierce. There's going to be a foul called, I believe, on the Lady Mustangs. I believe that's going to go on Staley. We'll see who they did put that on. And that is Lauren's first, team third. One team foul on the Pirates now as the Lady Mustangs go man-to-man. Still Precious Nash being guarded by Staley as she keeps the dribble alive and goes down the right side. She's going to take it all the way down to the bucket, but up and no good. Rebounded by Lewis. Winsheimer brings the ball up court now to Frick. Back to Staley. Staley now underneath to Lewis. Up and good for Haley Lewis. So the Mustangs up by 10 already, 12-2. As they are going to get it up court, but it's going to be a bad pass from Nash as it goes out of bounds. So another turnover by Alameda. So Frick comes out, Nestor to come in for her. So we have Nestor, Staley, Winsheimer, Mussman, and Lewis on the floor for the Lady Mustangs with 3:05 to go. First quarter up 10, 12-2. Winsheimer now on the right wing to Lewis on the right corner. Back out to Staley. Now over on the right side, going to be a two up and over and no good by Winsheimer. Rebounded by Pena. Now she's going to get it up court, going to be picked off by Mussman. She'll get it up to Staley. Staley kicks it off to Winsheimer on the high right wing. We'll see if they can work that play where they find Lewis underneath. Another bad pass by Mussman, taken away by Nash. She's going to take it all the way down for the layup, and that will be good for Nash. 4 points up for her on the night. 12-4. The Lady Mustangs. Mussman now, her pass is going to be out of the reach of Lewis. So Alameda will take over once again with 2:08 to go in the first period. Mustangs up 8, 12-4, as they will now pick up full court. They get it down into the hands of Doc, but it goes through her hands and out of bounds. So another turnover by the Alameda Pirates. Winsheimer to inbound. She gets it into Staley. Under 2 minutes to go here. First period, Mustangs up 12-4. Keller getting ready to come in at the next dead ball. Lewis now at the free throw line, and they're going to call her for the travel, so a turnover by the Lady Mustangs. So Keller comes in for Staley, give her a little breather here before the end of the first quarter. Mustangs put in kind of a 1-3-1 zone press. They get it down court. That's covered down. They do get covered against Gutierrez. Three is going to be up and roll around and no good. Rebounded by Lewis. She gets it off to Keller. She gets the ball down. Baseball pass, but through the legs of Winsheimer. Not a good pass. With a minute 21 to go, up 8, 12-4 are the Mustangs. As they get the ball into Nash. Gets it across half court, being guarded by Keller. Nash into the lane, kicks it off into the corner. Now they're going to kick it out on the high right wing to Pena. Over on the left side to Gutierrez. That shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Nestor. She gets it out to Keller. Keller now across court to Mussman. Takes a step. She's going to give it back to Keller. Now to Winsheimer. Nestor. Now back to Winsheimer, and her three is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Lewis. Her shot up and no good. She gets her own rebound, but she is fouled on the putback. So Lewis will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul will be on Doc, her first. So Haley Lewis to go to the line to shoot 2. 39.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. That free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Lewis on the year is shooting 56%, 48 of 85. Next shot bounces high and no good. Rebounded though by Mussman. Her putback is off the rim and no good. Now the ball is going to belong to, well, she pointed to Alameda, but they're giving it to Fort Morgan. And I think that's the correct call, as she went out of bounds with the ball. Shot is going to be up and no good again, but Lewis is fouled on the shot. So Lewis will go back to the line to try to get a couple of free throws here. I believe that foul was on put that on Gutierrez, her first. Lewis's free throw is off the side of the rim and no good. And that one hits the front of the rim and goes in. So 5 points in the quarter for Lewis. Mustangs up 13-4. Ball is going to be tipped away, taken by Lewis. And she gets it up to Keller. She's going to give it back to Lewis. Lewis's shot is going to be up and no good. Keller gets the rebound. Her shot is no good. Mussman with the rebound. Now to Nestor. Now to Winsheimer. Back to Mussman in the corner with 8 seconds. Cross court now to Keller. Keller down to Mussman. Mussman's got to launch it. She does. Off the back of the rim and no good. So at the end of one, the Lady Mustangs are up 13-4 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Alameda High School, where the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs are up 13-4 to start the second period of play. Lady Mustangs come in on a 2-game winning streak with victories over Vista Peak and Fort Lupton. Leading scorer in that first quarter of play was Lauren Staley, and she is the leading scorer for the Mustangs, on average 12.4 points a game. Haley Lewis is second at 9.3, and Christina Frick is third at 7.1. So now the Lady Pirates get the ball into Nash as she's being guarded by Keller. Nash now out high, being guarded by Keller. Kicks it off into the corner. Now they get it out to Martinez. Now back to Nash down the left side. She kicks it out now. The shot is blocked by Frick, I believe. And it was tipped out of bounds, so Lady Pirates will inbounds right baseline of their basket with Doc to bring it in. Doc looks, they get it into Nash. Now they're going to kick it back out to Doc in the corner. That shot is in and out, but rebounded by Pierce. Her shot is up and no good, taken by Keller. Keller now to Staley out on the high left wing. Now she gets it to Baca, who is back into the game for the Mustangs. Nestor now out at the point. So you get it into Baca. Her shot is up and over the rim and no good. And off of Fort Morgan and out of bounds. So the Lady Pirates will inbounds far into the court as the Lady Mustangs with their 1-3-1 zone press. As Nash gets it up the court, now they're going to get it down. The shot is going to be off the right side and no good. And finally kicked around and taken by Cisneros. Gets it back into the hands of Nash. She kicks it off onto the right side to Cisneros once again. Now she's going to get it into Pierce. Pierce's shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Nestor. Staley now gets it off to Nestor on the left wing. Holds the ball looking around. Now they get it back to Staley at the point to Keller on the right wing. Now a bad pass by Keller as she tried to get it down to Baca, but it did not connect on the pass. 13-4 Lady Mustangs, 6:19 to go, second period. Nash brings the ball up court against Keller. She was going to get the ball down court to Garcia, and that shot is going to be up and no good from the corner. Rebounded, taken by Alameda. Now a three from the left corner, and that is going to be up and good by Doc. So that ball is tipped out of bounds by the Lady Pirates, so Fort Morgan to inbounds in their front court. 13-7 now for the Lady Mustangs with 5:52 to go, second period. Frick to inbounds for the Mustangs as they get it into Nestor. Now to Staley. She drives it around the left side, left baseline into Frick. Her banker is going to be up and good for Frick. 4 points on the night for Frick. As they will now have a foul called out at mid-court. And we'll see if that's going to go on Nestor. We'll see if that. It's hard to see who it is, who they will put it on. Her first, team fourth. So Winsheimer ready to come into the game at the next dead ball opportunity. Now Nash trying to clear out so Nash can take it down into the paint. Now they're going to call a foul on the drive. I believe they're going to put that on Staley, I believe. And that will be her second. So Alameda will inbounds left baseline of their basket. So Keller out, Winsheimer in. Back out to Nash as she's being guarded by Winsheimer. She takes it down the right side. Her layup is going to be up and good. And she was fouled on the play. And that will be on Winsheimer, her first. So Nash with the free throw off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Frick. Looks like that earlier foul was going to go on Keller. So the Lady Mustangs will inbounds on the side as it was knocked out by the Lady Pirates. 6-point lead here for the Mustangs, 15-9. As they get it into Staley. Now get their offense set up. Still a 2-3 zone defense. Baca in the right corner. She needs to get it out and does to Staley. Now cross court to Winsheimer. Winsheimer on the left wing. Now to Baca. Nestor to Staley. As they're passing it around now, Winsheimer, and her jumper from the left side is off the rim and no good. Taken away by Frick. Now it's going to be taken by Nash, and she's going to take it down, and layup is going to be up and good for Nash. So 4-point lead here for the Lady Mustangs, 4:37 to go, second period. Get the ball up to Staley. Her layup is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Frick. And out of bounds as Staley and Frick go down. Lewis in for Baca. As the Mustangs will go into their 1-3-1 zone defense once again. Staley at the point. As Nash brings it up, now it's going to be down. Shot is going to be up and no good by Doc. Now Staley with it. She takes it all the way down the court. Her shot is going to be blocked out of bounds. No foul called. So Fort Morgan will retain possession. Left baseline of their basket with 4:07 to go, up 4, 15-11. So you get Lewis back into the game. So Staley, little jumper from the lane, is up and good. 8 points on the night for Staley. Nash gets the ball down court. Little jumper from the left side is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Lewis. Staley now brings the ball up past half court, gets it to Nestor out on the high right wing. Back to Staley to Winsheimer on the left wing as they try to get this set up. Now they get it into the post to Lewis, back to Winsheimer. To Frick, and her jumper is off the back of the rim and no good. Frick with the rebound, and her banker is going to be up and good from the left side. 6 points on the night for Frick. Back up to an 8-point lead here with 3:15 to go. First half of play. Nash now gets it over into the corner to Pena, and her three is up off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Lewis. She gets it up to Winsheimer, now to Staley. Staley takes it down the lane, now feeds Frick at the underneath, and her shot is going to be no good, but gets her own rebound. And that putback is also no good, but she was fouled on the play. I believe that's going to go on Gleason, her first. Team fourth, so Frick will go to the line for the first time tonight to shoot 2. So Nestor out, Mussman in for the Lady Mustangs. That first free throw was good. They're going to call it no good. They had a lane violation on Black. I don't know who it was, but wipe it off as it went in. So 20-11 Mustangs. 2:55 to go here in the first half of play. Nash drives it all the way down, then she kicks it out. Three is up and no good. Rebounded by Lewis. She gets it out to Staley. All the way down court. Nice pass from Frick to Winsheimer. She puts it in for her first 2 points of the night. And I think Frick got hit on the nose on that last pass. I think she's going to come out for a second. Baca will come in to replace her. So the Mustangs with their biggest lead now, up 11, 22-11. Alameda 2 inbounds far into the court. 2:35 to go and counting here. Nash leading scorer for Alameda with 8. She backs it out as she's being guarded by Staley. Lady Mustangs in the man-to-man defense. So they kick it over on the right side to Cisneros. Now at the jumper by Sullivan is up and no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Staley with a shot, and that is up and blocked out of bounds. So Fort Morgan will inbounds left of their basket. 2:04 to go, first half of play. Staley looks to get the ball in. They do get it into Mussman. Left jumper from the left baseline is up and no good, but rebounded by Baca. She needs to get out of there. They're going to call her for the 3 seconds. So a turnover by the Lady Mustangs, up 11, 22-11, as Nash now brings the ball up across half court. Kicks it out into the corner to Garcia, and that three is up and no good. Nash gets the rebound. Now the jumper is up and no good by Doc. Knocked out of bounds by Nash, excuse me. Alameda will go back into their man-to-man defense. The Mustangs get it into Staley. Now to Lewis, now back to Baca. Bounces it off her head. Now Baca gets it up across half court, gets it over to Staley. She ends up losing it out of bounds. Not a real good pass by Baca. with a minute and 25 to go here in the first half of play. Alameda will bring the ball up with Nash as the leader. Keeps the dribble alive against Staley. Now they kick it off into the corner to Garcia, and her shot misses everything, rebounded by Baca. She hands it off to Staley so she can bring it up court. Now to Mussman on the right wing. Mussman's pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by Cisneros, so Fort Morgan to inbounds. Right baseline of their basket. With Staley to bring it in, they get it into Lewis in the corner, now to Winsheimer. Mussman out left high, now to Staley. Her jumper from the left side rolls around and no good. Rebounded by Lewis. Thought they were going to call a jump. I don't know if one's going to overrule the other and see if they called a foul on somebody or what they're going to do. We did call a foul on, I believe it's Gleason. That will be her second. That will send Lewis back to the line where she is 1 of 4. I believe she is shooting 2, and that first one is up and off the back of the rim and no good. Pirates now make a change as Pena comes in and Doc goes to the bench. Lewis's next shot is up and good. 6 points on the night for Lewis. Nice job by Lewis to intercept that pass down court. Now Staley with the ball as she's being guarded by, still the 2-3 zone defense. Now to Mussman out on the high right wing. Winsheimer now from the right side. Her shot is going to be blocked, but rebounded by Lewis. Nice putback by Lewis for the 2. 25-11, down to 20 seconds here in this first half of play. Nash keeps the ball alive. See if they go for the last shot, down to 10 seconds. She drives it all the way down and it rolls up and over the rim and in. So Fort Morgan with 5 seconds. Staley tries to get it down to 2 seconds. She does get the shot off, but it'll be off the top of the backboard. So at the half, the Lady Mustangs lead the Alameda Pirates 25-13 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Alameda High School at halftime of the girls' game, Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs up 25-13. Other games going on tonight in the Colorado 7 League is 9-1 Elizabeth at 4-6 Vista Peak. 3-7 Englewood is at the 2-8 Skyview, and 10-0 Weld Central at 2-8 Fort Lupton. So the Weld Central leads the Colorado 7 League with 10 wins, 10-0. Elizabeth is next at 9-1. Fort Morgan 7-3. Vista Peak 4-6. Alameda and Englewood each at 3-7, and Fort Lupton and Skyview each at 2-8. So they do take the top 3 out of the Colorado 7 League. The Mustangs have a 3-game lead over Vista Peak, and Vista Peak will be at Elizabeth tonight, and then they will play Alameda on Friday night, who they beat earlier this year, and then they will be at Skyview next Tuesday, where they also won, and then they will be at Fort Lupton to end the year, where they were also winners in that game. So the Lady Mustangs just need to keep on winning here and get that third spot in the league secured, and then they can look at going on into the first round of the playoffs, which start on the 27th of February. Lady Mustangs first possession here in the second half of play, as the Alameda Lady Pirates still in a 2-3 zone defense. Little jumper from the left side by Staley is up and good. So a nice way to start off the second half for the Mustangs. Nash's pass is going to be through the hands and out of bounds of Pierce. Alameda to put on a full court press here as Keller has the ball. She gets it down to Frick. Frick gets it down to Nestor. Nestor's left jumper from the left side is up and good. So a nice way for the Mustangs to come out here on a 4-0 run. Nash gets the ball back out at the point as she's being guarded by Keller. Now they get the ball underneath, and that shot is going to be up and in for Pierce. So somebody else besides Nash and Doc on the scoring docket for Alameda as Staley gets it to Baca. Now Nestor from the left baseline. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Pierce. Now a jump ball is going to be called, and that will go to the Lady Pirates. See if Fort Morgan, they will still have their 1-3-1 zone press as Nash passes the ball deep down to the floor to Cisneros. Now under to Pierce, rebounded by Pena. Back to Pena now, going to be back out to Nash on the left high wing. 29-15 as the ball gets into Pierce. That is going to be up and good from the left side for Pierce. So Keller gets it up to Staley. Staley gets it across half court. Drives it all the way down into the lane. Now kicks it off to Frick. Frick has it knocked out of her hands. She drives the left baseline. Her little runner is going to be up and no good. Gets her own rebound though. Gets it into Baca. So they'll slow this down here a little bit. Get their offense set back up. 29-17. Cross court, and that pass is going to be taken away up to Nash. Almost taken away by Frick. Now it's going to be over to Pena, and her three is going to be short. Rebounded by Keller for the Mustangs. Keller now to Nestor on the right corner. Frick cross court to Staley. Staley drives it down the left side. Her little jumper is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded and knocked out of bounds by the Pirates. So the Mustangs will inbounds right baseline of their basket as the Pirates make a couple of substitutions. So Fort Morgan has Keller, Baca, Nestor, Staley, and Frick on the court. As they look to get the ball in, they get it into Nestor. Kick it back out to Staley out at the point. Keller now at the left wing. Cross-court pass is going to be knocked away, but Staley will run it down. Staley now to Keller. Keller looks to get it into Frick. Frick at the left elbow has it taken away from her. Now gets it out to Keller. Cross court to Staley. Frick on the right baseline. Gets it into Nestor, and it's going to be tipped away from Nestor, but they're going to call a foul over the back, and that will be on Pierce. Her first. Team first here in the second half. As Keller looks to get the ball in. They do get it in to Staley out past the three-point line. Saved, but saved to Nash as they throw the ball around. Now Nash is going to take it all the way down the lane. Her little layup is going to be up and good for Nash. So a 10-point lead here by the Lady Mustangs. To get it now down to Frick. Frick drives the left baseline now into Baca, and Baca's shot is going to be up and good. Her first 2 points of the night. Each team has 6 points here in this second half of play. It's going to be stolen from Nash by Keller. She's going to go up for the layup. Up and good is Keller for her first bucket of the night. Shot is up and no good on the far side. Rebounded by Doc. She gets it into the hands of Martinez. Now into the corner to Sullivan. They're going to call a travel on Doc over on the left side. So Fort Morgan with some changes here. They're going to take a 30-second timeout is the Alameda Pirates, so we'll just keep it here. The Mustangs have outscored the Pirates here in this second half of play 8-6. 33-19, only one team foul so far on the Lady Pirates here in the second half, none on the Mustangs. Leading scorer for the Mustangs right now is Lauren Staley with 10. Haley Lewis with 8, Frick with 7. Winsheimer, Keller, Nestor, and Baca each with a bucket. As the Lady Mustangs will inbounds far into the court. 2-2-1 zone press by the Pirates. Mussman gets it into Winsheimer, who has come into the game. We get it up to Lewis. Nice cut by Frick, up and good by Frick. As she cut to the basket, Lewis found her. 14-point lead here for the Lady Mustangs as they get it underneath the Pierce. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Nice job by Lewis on the defense. Now they get it up to Winsheimer. Now they're going to have a foul called in the back court. I believe that will be on Martinez, her first. Frick the inbounds, about three-quarter court. A couple of substitutions by the Lady Pirates, as the Mustangs did make some changes at that last timeout when Mussman came in, Lewis came in, and Winsheimer came into the game. Winsheimer out on the high wing, gets it off to Frick. Now back to Winsheimer, cross court to Staley. In the lane to Mussman. Now they're going to call 3 seconds though on the Mustangs. Took too long for the play to set up. As Coach Krackemeyer gives them a few words of encouragement. Head coach is Jim Krackemeyer, assisted by Jeff Moore, Meg Fow, and Holly Norris. We get the ball across to the Pirates into the corner. Now it's going to be knocked away from Martinez and out of bounds. Nice job by Winsheimer to knock that ball away. So they look to get the ball in. I thought it was kicked. Now they're looking at each other. I'm going to put the ball back over. I thought the ball was kicked, and I don't know why they didn't blow the whistle, because that was a kicked ball. So they get the ball into Nash, being guarded by Staley. Nash takes it all the way down. Her layup is going to be up and good. 14 points on the night for Nash. Ball is going to be thrown away and taken in the back court. Now Nash takes it all the way down. Her layup is going to be up and good from the left side. 6 points in this period for Nash. As Alameda has called a timeout, so we'll take one with them. 35-23 Lady Mustangs on B106 and B106.com. 2:11 to go here in the third period of play. Brian Nickel with Claudia Nickel here at Alameda High School as the Mustangs get the ball in court. Frick looks to get the ball up court, and she does, but they're going to call a foul on Alameda, and that will go against Sullivan, her first. So far, the Mustangs have done a nice job here in the second half, have committed no personal fouls yet. Frick to get the ball in, and she does too. Winsheimer. Lewis at the free throw line, now to Mussman in the right corner, now back to Lewis. Lewis's shot is up and no good, gets her own rebound and puts it back up and good for Lewis. Her first bucket of the second half, now she has 10 on the night. Now they're going to call a foul. Nope, no foul. I guess they're going to call it out of bounds. I thought maybe they're going to call a foul on Lewis. They're going to call it out of bounds on the far side, so the Mustangs will inbounds in front of the Pirate bench. They get it into Staley in the back court, being guarded by Nash. Staley gets it up across half court, still guarded by Nash as the Pirates have gone to a man-to-man defense. Now they're going to try to get it in underneath and due to Lewis. She'll just take it back up, but she kicks it back out to Frick, and that is up and good by Christina Frick. So now we have a stoppage of play. I'm not sure what that was all about. I don't know if there was something wrong with the clock. I don't know what the Lady Pirates will inbounds after that bucket by Frick. 11 points on the night for Frick, as Nash now brings the ball up to get this offense set up for Alameda. So they're going to try to get it underneath, and they do get it underneath, but the shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Lewis. Staley now drives it all the way down to the lane. Her shot is going to be up, bounces around, and good for Lauren Staley. 12 points on the night for Staley. 41-23, 18-point lead here with under a minute to go in the third period of play. The Mustangs have broken this open from an 11-point halftime lead, where they were up 25-13. Nash now out on the left wing. Down to 35 seconds. Now they're trying to get the ball underneath. Shot is going to be up and no good. Tipped around and taken away by Winsheimer. She gets it down, but her pass is going to be taken by Nash. So a turnover by the Lady Mustangs. Nash is going to go up, and her shot is no good, but there will be a foul called on the shot. So that will send Nash to the free throw line to shoot two. And that will go against Mussman, her second. So Nash will go to the line to shoot two with 24 seconds left here in the third period of play. Her first free throw is off the rim and no good. Tune in to 1010 Preps and More weekdays from 1 to 2 on 1010 KSIR for the latest in high school sports with John Beltran. So Nash lining up her second free throw attempt, and that is up and good. So full court press, the ball is tipped. Going to be a foul called in the back court as Winsheimer goes down, and that will be a foul on Pena, her first. 19.9 seconds to go as the Lady Mustangs will inbounds just short of mid-court. Near side here as Frick looks to get it in. She gets it in to Lewis. Lewis dribbles it down into the free throw line. Back to Frick. Her shot is off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded, though, by the Pirates as Nash now gets the ball up court. Pretty good ball handler is Nash. She's going to take the layup all the way down and called a foul. I guess I really didn't see anybody reaching in there, but we'll see who they put that on. And I believe that's going to go on Mussman. Will be her third, so that will send Nash back to the line to shoot two more. She is one of three so far tonight. 3.5 seconds to go. 41-24 Mustangs. First free throw is up and good for Nash. So she will shoot foul shot number two. And that free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Lewis with 2 seconds. So they'll run this clock out here at the end of the third period with the Mustangs up 41-25 over the Alameda Lady Pirates on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Alameda High School with Claudia Nickel. This is Brian Nickel, and we have Alan Lance back in Fort Morgan running the controls for us tonight. The Mustangs will enter this fourth period of play up 41-25. Let's see how they did there, and that out-rebounded the Lady Pirates 8-5, but did commit 5 turnovers compared to 3 for the Lady Pirates. So possession to the Lady Mustangs to start off this to start this fourth period of play. With Keller and Baca, Staley, Lewis, and Nestor on the floor. They get the ball into Staley, and her layup is up and no good. Rebounded by Lewis. Her shot no good. Rebounded and put up, I believe it was Baca that put that up. That's who we'll give it to. Her first bucket of the fourth period. Nash drives it all the way down. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Aurora Baca. She gets it off to Keller. Keller spins around and gets away from Nash. Picks up her dribble. Now to Nestor out on the high right wing. Underneath to Lewis. Her shot is going to be up and over the rim and no good. Rebounded by the Lady Pirates, but taken away by Staley. Staley's shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Doc. Now they're going to call Doc for the travel as Keller and Lewis put some pressure on her in the back court. So Keller to inbounds right baseline of the Fort Morgan basket. They get it into Lewis. Her shot is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Baca. Her shot is short. Rebounded by Lewis as she puts it up and in. 12 points on the night for Lewis. Nice strong rebound there by Haley Lewis. 20-point lead now for the Lady Mustangs with 7 minutes to go here in the contest. That shot is going to be up and good by Nash. Leading scorer by far for the Alameda Pirates. 20 points for Alameda. Staley with the deuce from the left side. Back up to the 20-point lead with 6:37 to go. Fort Morgan in the man-to-man defense. Now Nash drives it into the lane. She goes down but kicks it out. Now over into the right corner. They're going to call 3 seconds on Alameda. So another turnover by Alameda. We have Frick and Winsheimer to come in for the Lady Mustangs. As Lewis and Staley will get a breather. As they get the ball into Winsheimer, she gets it up to Keller. Keller picks up her dribble now cross court to Baca. Baca's pass all the way down is going to be taken away. Let's see who ends up with it. Nestor finally gets it. And it's going to be off of Frick and out of bounds. 6:10 to go here in the contest. The Lady Mustangs up 20, 47-27. As Nash now brings the ball up, crossed half court, being guarded by Keller. Man to man, she drives it all the way down. Now she's going to kick it out into the corner. That shot is going to be up and good by Cisneros. That's her first bucket of the game. So we have a full timeout here. So we're going to take one with them with just under 6 minutes left to go. The Mustangs up 47-29 on B106 and B106.com. 5:57 to go here in the game. The Lady Mustangs up 47-29 as they get the ball in the back court. They get it into the hands of Nestor. Now a pass to the center court taken by Keller. She drives it down all the way to the bucket. Her little layup is going to be up and good from the right side for Keller. 4 points on the night for Allie Keller. Nash now to drive it in. Now she's going to kick it out cross court to Martinez. Now back into the corner to Cisneros as they pass it around the perimeter. This is just, if they want to go ahead and kill some clock, that will make the Mustangs happy, I'm sure, but they called a foul, and that will go on Winsheimer, her second. So they will inbounds 14 fouls apiece on the teams as Martinez gets the ball into Doc out high at the point. She drives it down, now kicks it off into the corner, and that shot is going to be up and no good by Cisneros. Taken by Winsheimer. She gets it into the hands of Keller. Keller now cross court to Nestor. Nestor gets inside the three-point line. Her shot is up and good for Lindsay Nestor. 4 points on the night for Nestor. Mustangs now with their biggest lead of the night, 51-29. That shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Frick. Get it into the hands of Keller. Now they get it up to Nestor. She passes it over to Frick, kicks it off to Winsheimer in the left side, and that shot is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Baca, but she is fouled on the shot. So Baca will go to the line to shoot 2. I believe that was on number 11. That would be... Well, they have her for 4, so I missed a couple of free throws or fouls there someplace. So Aurora Baca, her first free throw is in and out. So Serena Wells comes in and Lauren Staley comes in. Allie Keller goes out. And Winsheimer goes out. 4:25 to go here. 4:29, excuse me. There's a glare on the clock. Couldn't see which what it was. And Baca's next free throw rolls around and is good. 5 points on the night for Aurora Baca. Now a 3 from the deep left side is up and no good. Rebounded by Baca. She gets it into the hand of Staley. She's being guarded by Martinez. Now Serena Wells, a little jumper from the left side off the rim and no good. Rebounded on the far side by Martinez as she gets the ball, loses control of it, picks it back up. Taken away from her by Lindsay Nestor. Then Staley loses it. Pierce now from the left side is up and no good. Gets her own rebound in the right corner. In the lane, that shot is going to be up and good by Pierce. 6 points on the night for Pierce. Now Staley drives it all the way down, then kicks it back out. Lost in the lane by Frick. Now they're going to have a foul in the back court. Let's see if that goes on Baca. And if so, that will be her first. It will be on Baca, just her first. 5th team foul on the Lady Mustangs. Mussman to come in for Frick. As Lady Mustangs are up 21, 52-31. The inbounds near court, they get it into the hands of Garcia. Garcia being guarded by Wells. She kicks it out to Sullivan. Fought for at the baseline and off of Pierce and out of bounds. So the Lady Mustangs will take over after that turnover. 3:20 to go as they get the ball into Lauren Staley. Baca now to Mussman as they get the ball up across half court. She gets it into the corner to Nestor. She lines up for a 3. Nestor's 3 is off the rim and no good. Fought for at the baseline. Now a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow to the Pirates. So they will inbounds. Fort Morgan will back off on the press with 3 minutes to go, up 21, 52-31. Nash brings it down against Staley, drives it into the lane. She takes it all the way to the bucket, and that shot is going to be no good, but she is fouled on the shot. So we'll see who they put that foul on. It looks like that will go on Staley. I believe that is her second. So Nash to the line to shoot 2. Her first free throw is up and good. Equitable Savings and Loan, Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan. With locations in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and Brush, they have the financial solutions for you. So 20-point lead here by the Lady Mustangs, 52-32. Next free throw is off the right side of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Baca. Her pass is going to be taken away by Nash. Shot is going to be up and no good by Doc. Her shot also, second shot no good. Rebounded by Mussman. She picks up her dribble. Now she needs to get it. She gets it to Staley. Staley takes it all the way down the left side, and she is going to be fouled. And I believe that will be on Nash. See if that's on Nash. That will be on Nash, her first. So that will send Staley to the line to shoot 2. Her first trips to the free throw line tonight. And that free throw is going to be off the rim and no good. Haley Lewis and Caitlin Cox come in for Nestor and Baca. So Staley with one more shot. With 2:34 to go here in the contest. That one in and out. Rebounded though by Lewis. Nice putback by Lewis on the miss. So now we're going to have a timeout called here. We'll see if it's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it here. 54-32 for the Lady Mustangs, so they will improve their record in the Colorado 7 League to 8-3. Be 9-11 overall. Alameda will drop to 3-8 and 5-12 on the year. So the Lady Mustangs doing what they need to keep possession of that third place in the league to send them on to the state playoffs, which will be 2 weeks from this Friday. Alameda will inbounds, and that will be Garcia to bring the ball into Nash. So we have Serena Wells, Allie Keller, Caitlin Cox, Abby Mussman, and Haley Lewis in the lineup. Shot from the left side is up and no good. Rebounded by Lewis, and she gets it into the hands of Keller. Keller now gets it to Lewis in the paint. Mussman on the left side. Her little layup is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Lewis, but I think they're going to call her over the back. Didn't get the possession she needed, so I believe Lewis will be called. That will be her first. 17 fouls, though, on the Lady Mustangs, so that will send Doc to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Be her first trip to the free throw line tonight. So Doc on the air shoots only 38%, and that one is up and no good. Rebounded by Lewis. She gets it out to Wells. Pass is being knocked around her like a pinball. Finally ends up into the hands of, we're going to call it jump, and that will be possession arrow Lady Mustangs. Minute 54 to go, up 22, 54-32. Allie Keller to inbounds right baseline of their basket. As Keller looks to get it in, they do get it into Mussman. She ends up losing it. Nash will take it as Wells gets down in front of her. Now they kick it off to the right side into the hands of Sullivan. Now a three is going to be up and no good by Garcia. Rebounded by Keller. Keller's going to take it all the way down the lane, up and no good, and they did finally call a foul. And I believe that will be on Garcia. So that will be her first. Free throw by Keller is up and good. Her first free throw of the night. Now into the game for the Lady Mustangs is Amy Anderson. She comes in for Lewis. Second shot is up and bounces around, and also good for Keller. So she comes out, and Kelsey Shaver will get to come into the game for the Lady Mustangs tonight with a minute 30. Pirates are going to end up, they did, thought it was going to go out of bounds, but they did retain possession with Martinez. Out at the high point to Pena. She goes down the left side, kicks it out into the corner, now out high to Martinez. Martinez being guarded by Shaver. Now baseline runner is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Mussman, but knocked out of her hands by Gutierrez. So the Mustangs will inbounds far into the court. They get it into Shaver. Now she gets it up to Mussman with a minute to go here. Nussman goes down to one knee, kind of slipped but kept her dribble alive. Now Shaver gets it back to Mussman. 56-32, the 24-point lead here for the Lady Mustangs. Wells now gets it into Cox. Caitlin's shot is going to be blocked, but she is fouled on the shot, so she will go to the line to shoot two. Let's see who they put that on. I didn't see who they were. See if they put it up on the board. That will go against Sullivan, her second. Caitlin Cox at the free throw line. That is, apparently they said it was just a 1-and-1. I'm sorry about that. I thought that was a shooting foul. But she did miss it. That shot at the other end by Alameda is up and no good. Taken away by Mussman. Picks up her dribble. Now she's going to have her pass taken away, but it's going to be run down by Anderson on the far side. Down to 20 seconds, 56-32. Now that pass is going to be tipped away and taken by Sullivan. Her layup is going to be up and good for Sullivan. So down to under 10 seconds now. Lady Mustangs 56-34. Shaver gets the ball across half court. It's taken away from her from behind by Martinez. But the game will come to an end with the Lady Mustangs winning 56-34. We will be back with the postgame show after this break on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickel with Claudia Nickel here at the end of the Lady Mustangs game where they came away with a 56-34 victory. This Fort Morgan Mustangs postgame show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for your higher education. Visit MCC online at www.morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. MCC, here to help you imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals. So scoring tonight for the Lady Pirates, leading scorer for them was Nash with 21, Pierce with 6, Doc with 3, Sullivan and Cisneros each with 2 for their 34. So Nash was right on her scoring. She averages just a little over 20 points a game, but doesn't get a lot of help from anybody else. Leading scorers tonight for the Lady Mustangs, Lauren Staley with 14, Haley Lewis also with 14, Christina Frick with 11, Allie Keller with 6, Laura Baca with 5, Lindsay Nestor with 4, and Kinsey Winsheimer with 2 for the Fort Morgan 56 points. The Lady Mustangs, not a lot of free throws tonight. Mustangs were 6 of 15 for 40% from the free throw line. The Lady Pirates were 3 of 8. They only shot 8 free throws for 38%. As far as rebounds and turnovers, the Mustangs had 21 turnovers, had 10 at half. The Pirates had 18, but the Mustangs did an outstanding job on the boards. We have them down for 52 rebounds in the game compared to 17 for the Lady Pirates. So a nice strong night here for the Lady Mustangs on the boards as they cleaned up, and that's basically what controlled the game for the Mustangs, getting second shot opportunities and also a lot of defensive cleanup also. So we're going to go ahead and take another break and then get ready for the boys game. That is about 6 or 7 minutes away. So we will be back with more of the halftime show, or post-game show, excuse me, on B106 and B106.com.